It's Week 14 of the 2022 season, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. No shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Cowboys and the Texans, next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in at the bottom of the NFL power rankings, and we understand why. They're 0-12.
And even beyond the power rankings, offense isn't playing very well. Defense is giving up a lot of points. That equals 0-12.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Looking to pass, first play is Prescott. That is caught. It's Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Cowboys at 7-5 now in the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
From the 29, Prescott. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 19. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Building confidence after a loss. That's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Yeah, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. And whatever they said appears to have worked. It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the rookie who played his college ball for the Pitt Panthers. So that's Kenny Pickett.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Pickett. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this one is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. These two teams, if you look back to 2021, quite a disparity between these two Lone Star State offenses. Last season, the Cowboys #1 in the league in terms of total yardage, and meanwhile, the Texans, we know about all the struggles that they had. They came in at number 32, which is dead last. First down, Prescott. That one complete to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 10 catches, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn yet another first down. Here's Prescott. On target over the middle to Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Prescott on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They give it to Williams, running right. Oh, nice move. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9.
game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Holding offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Prescott now. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now we give up the middle to Williams. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. As this complete to Woods. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Pickett on 3rd and 1. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he had no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And now on 4th payoff. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Prescott. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. To the air again, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott. It's Hill. Complete.
Personal foul. Defense.
So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Kmet, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
Yeah.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First and 10, here's Pickett. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. Then he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 3rd and 2, Pickett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. There's Matt Hawk now to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Texans say they have it. They do. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Pickett now from the gun here. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Matt Hawk now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Yeah, that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Pickett back to the air on second down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To the air on first down with Pickett. And his throw here is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down, another run with Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, here's Pickett. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Eight yards to go on second down. To throw is Prescott. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Prescott yet again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing, Prescott. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now out comes Houston. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Open target here, Darius Slayton. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They started to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Houston. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. Before tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Took just all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And his throw is incomplete. Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll run it with Williams. He's got room past the 30, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Williams. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Malcolm Smith there for the stop. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Houston set to take over. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. And that is incomplete. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one. But this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Pickett now from the gun here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Pickett to throw on first down. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Taylor going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 2nd and goal. Pickett looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Pickett on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods from 3 yards out. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Murray fighting, lost the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 134 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott, throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll and this drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Pickett. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Pickett. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where we're not getting a lot of yards. The secondary to keep the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Now Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The tackle made by L.J. Ford. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
they'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now the Texans down by 16, a little under a minute 50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Looking to throw here, Pickett. Buying time to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett to throw. Finding Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Here's Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 36, Pickett. Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown. This game's over.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, you start to wonder if it's going to happen this year. The skid has hit 13 in a row on the season. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.